Good afternoon students, welcome back to online maths class. So in the last class we have solved up to question number 12. So in today's class let us continue with the question number 13. The given question it is y if y which is equals to 3 cos log x plus 4 sin of log x, then show that x square y2 plus x y1 plus y which is equals to 0. So here y2 indicates d square y by dx square and y1 indicates dy by dx. So that I will be using y1 and y2 now. So let us consider the given function y which is equals to 3 cos log x plus 4 sin of log x plus 4 sin of log x. So now differentiate both the sides with respect to x. Differentiate with respect to x. So here actually we get dy by dx. So I'll be using y1. y1 is nothing but dy by dx. This is equals to 3 is a constant, write it as it is. Then derivative of cos log x will be minus sin of log x minus sin of log x. And derivative of this inside function now, derivative of log x, it will be 1 by x. So that x I will be writing in the denominator. Derivative of log x will be 1 by x. Then plus 4 I will be writing it as it is. Then derivative of sin of log x will be cos of log x, cos of log x, and then derivative of log x it will be 1 divided by x. Now we will have to take up the LCM. LCM will be x here. So y1 which is equals to minus 3 sin of log x minus 3 sin of log x plus 4 times cos of log x then whole divided by x, whole divided by x. In the next step I will take x to the left hand side now. It will be multiplied with y1. Overall we get x y1 which is equals to, so I write this as it is now, minus 3 sin of log x minus 3 sin of log x plus 4 cos of log x. Now differentiate once again with respect to x. So here we will have to apply the product rule. X means u and y1 will be v. y1 andre dy by dx agutte. So let us go for the differentiation. Derivative of x it will be 1. Then write y1 as it is plus now write x as it is. Derivative of y1, derivative of dy by dx andre d square y by dx square agtittu. Illi y1 ada adar derivative andre y2 agutte. So we get y2. This is equals to minus 3, write it as it is. Then derivative of sin of log x will be cos of log x and derivative of log x will be 1 by x. So we get 1 by x here plus, now 4 write it as it is. Derivative of cos of log x will be minus sin of log x. So I will be writing that minus sign directly here. So minus sin of log x and derivative of log x it will be 1 divided by x. So it is 1 by x. Once again we will have to take up the LCM. LCM will be x. So let us write this. So here 1 into y1 it will be y1. So I write y1 plus xy2 which is equals to minus 3 cos of log x then minus 4 sin of log x whole divided by x. So again you take x to the left hand side, it will be multiplied with the first term and to the second term. So we get x into y1 plus x into x, it will be x square y2 which is equals to, here I can take the minus common. So minus, inside the bracket we have 3 cos of log x plus 4 sin of log x plus 4 sine of log x. So now in the next step we get x y1 plus x square y2, then this is equals to minus, so I can write this as y now. See the given function 3 cos log x plus 4 times sine of log x can be written as y. So we get minus y. Now take minus y to the left hand side, it becomes plus y. X y1 plus x square y2 plus y, which is equals to 0. Now compare this with the given condition now. X square y2, we have x square y2 plus x y1 and then plus y, which is equals to 0. So this is all about question number 13. Well, the question number 14, it is if y which is equals to a into e to the power mx plus b into e raised to nx, show that d square y by dx square minus m plus n into dy by dx plus mny, which is equals to 0. So let us consider the given function. Y which is equals to a into e power mx plus b into e power nx. Differentiate both the sides with respect to x, we get dy by dx, which is equals to a is a constant, I will be writing it as it is. Derivative of e to the power mx will be m into e raised to mx plus b, write it as it is. Derivative of e to the power nx will be n into e to the power nx. So I call this as equation number 1. So now we need d square y by dx square. So once again we have to differentiate with respect to x. So differentiate again with respect to x. So what we get now, d square y by dx square, this is equals to a, I will be writing it as it is, a into m is a constant, write it as it is. Then derivative of e to the power mx will be m into e raised to mx. So we get m into e raised to mx plus bn is a constant, write it as it is. Derivative of e to the power nx will be n into e raised to nx. So simplify this further, d square y by dx square, this is equals to a, m into m, it will be m square, a m square e power mx plus b n square e raised to nx. I call this as equation number 2. So we have got both dy by dx and d square y by dx square. Now I will consider the LHS. So we will have to take this as a LHS, and after simplifying the LHS, the answer must be 0. So that should be our RHS. So I will take the left hand side. LHS, which is equals to d square y by dx square minus m plus n times dy by dx, then plus mny. So substitute the values now. Left hand side, which is equals to d square y by dx square, that means it is equation number 2. A m square e power mx plus b n square e power nx, then minus m plus n, write it as it is, into what we have, into dy by dx. Dy by dx is nothing but equation number 1. So I will put the bracket and write this now. am e power mx plus bn e power nx. Then what we have now, plus mny. Mn, write it as it is, plus mn into y. What is y now? Y is nothing but the given function. So put the bracket and write y here. A into e power mx plus b into e power nx. So now we will have to simplify this particular term. So LHS, which is equals to, write the first two terms as it is, am square e power mx plus bn square e power nx. Then now now we will have to multiply m and n with these two terms considering the minus sign now. So let us multiply m with these two terms now. M into am will be am square into e power mx, and you have the minus sign. Overall we get minus am square e power mx, and then now again m must be multiplied with this particular term. Now we get minus bmn e raised to nx, minus bmn e raised to nx, e raised to nx. So now multiply n with these two terms considering the minus sign. So minus n into this one, we get minus amn e power mx. So I'll be writing here since we don't have much space there. Minus amn e raised to mx. Then minus bn square e power nx, minus bn square e power nx. Then we are done with this now. Now mn must be multiplied with these two terms. We get amn plus amn e power mx, then plus bmn e raised to nx, plus, so I'll write here, plus bmn e raised to nx. So search for the like terms now. Plus am square e raised to mx minus am square e raised to mx. So these two terms get cancelled now. Then plus bn square e raised to nx, then minus bn square e raised to nx. Again these two get cancelled. Then minus bmn e raised to nx plus bmn e raised to nx. Again these two get cancelled. Minus amn e power mx plus amn e power mx. Again these two get cancelled. So overall we have 0. This is the required RHS. So overall we have LHS which is equals to RHS. So this is all about the question number 14. Note down this, then we'll take up the next question. Yes, the question number 15, it is, if y which is equals to 500 into e power 7x plus 600 into e power minus 7x, show that d square y by dx square which is equals to 49y. So let us take up the given function here. Y which is equals to 500 into e power 7x plus 600 into e power minus 7x. Then now differentiate both the sides with respect to x. So differentiate with respect to x. We get dy by dx which is equals to 500 is a constant, write it as it is. Then derivative of e to the power 7x will be 7 into e raised to 7x. So 7 into e raised to 7x, then plus 600 is a constant, I will be writing it as it is. Then derivative of e to the power minus 7x will be minus 7 into e raised to minus 7x. So minus 7 into e raised to minus 7x. So now, so again we will have to go for the differentiation. Differentiate again with respect to x. With respect to x. So we get d square y by dx square, which is equals to, so 500 into 7 I will be writing it as it is because it is a constant. Don't multiply these two numbers, write it as it is. Then derivative of e to the power 7x will be 7 into e raised to 7x. So we get 7 into e raised to 7x plus 600 into minus 7 must be written as it is. Then derivative of e to the power minus 7x will be minus 7 into e raised to minus 7x. So simplify this further now. d square y by dx square, with this is equals to 500 into 49. 7 into 7 it will be 49. Then e power 7x as it is plus 600. So minus 7 into minus 7. Minus into minus it is plus, 7 into 7 it becomes 49. E power minus 7x. So now in these two terms we have 49 common. So d square y by dx square, this is equals to, I will be taking 49 common and then write the remaining term. 500 into e power 7x plus 600 into e power minus 7x. So what is this now? From the given question, it is nothing but the given function now. 500 e power 7x plus 600 e power minus 7x can be written as y. So in the next step, we get d square y by dx square. This is equals to 49, I will be writing it as it is. Then it is nothing but y. So 49y. This is the required answer for the question number 15. Well, question number 16, it is e power y into x plus 1 which is equals to 1. Then show that d square y by dx square which is equals to dy by dx the whole square. Let us consider the given function. E power y into x plus 1 which is equals to 1. Now take e power y to the right hand side, it goes to the denominator. We get x plus 1 which is equals to 1 divided by e power y. Now x plus 1 which is equals to, so if we take e power y to the numerator, it becomes e to the power minus y. Now differentiate both the sides with respect to x. Derivative of x it will be 1, then derivative of 1 it will be 0, 1 plus 0 it will be 1, then this is equals to, now derivative of e to the power minus y will be minus e to the power minus y dy by dx. Minus e to the power minus y dy by dx. Now I take this term minus e power minus y to the left hand side, it goes to the denominator. So we get 1 divided by minus e to the power minus y which is equals to dy by dx. So now what I will do is, I take e power minus y to the numerator, it becomes e to the power plus y, minus I will be writing it as it is, e to the power plus y which is equals to dy by dx. So therefore what we have got now, dy by dx equal to minus e power y, dy by dx which is equals to minus e power y. I call this as equation number 1. So now differentiate both the sides with respect to x once again. So differentiate again with respect to x. So what we get now, d square y by dx square, this is equals to minus, I will be writing it as it is, derivative of e power y will be e power y into dy by dx. Now observe this term now, minus e power y ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು ನೋಡ್ರಿ, minus e power y is nothing but dy by dx. So in place of this I can write dy by dx. d square y by dx square, this is equals to, so replace this by dy by dx into, write this dy by dx as it is. So now overall we have d square y by dx square, this is equals to dy by dx the whole square, dy by dx the whole square. So this is all about the question number 16. Note down this, then we'll take up the next one. Well, question number 17 it is, if y which is equals to tan inverse x the whole square, then show that x square plus 1 the whole square into y2 plus 2x into x square plus 1 y1 which is equals to 2. So here in this question again he is using y1 and y2. y2 is nothing but d square y by dx square, y1 will be dy by dx. So I will be using the same terminology. Let us go ahead with the solution. Y which is equals to tan inverse x the whole square. Now differentiate with respect to x. We get dy by dx, or I will be using y1. So y1 which is equals to, now this is in the form of x to the power n. So what I will do is 2 times tan inverse x, 2 times tan inverse x and derivative of tan inverse x into d by dx of tan inverse x, derivative of the inside function. So simplify this now, y1 which is equals to 2 tan inverse x, 2 tan inverse x, and then derivative of tan inverse x, it will be 1 divided by 1 plus x square, 1 divided by 1 plus x square. So now I take this 1 plus x square to the left hand side, it will be multiplied with y1. So what do we get now? y1 into 1 plus x square, which is equals to 2 times tan inverse x. So differentiate again with respect to x. So differentiating again with respect to x. So here we have to make use of the product rule. Derivative of y1, it will be y2. Then write the second function as it is. 1 plus x square, I will be writing it as it is. Plus, now write y1 as it is. y1 as it is. Derivative of 1 plus x square. Derivative of 1, it will be 0. Then plus derivative of x square, it will be 2x. 0 plus 2x, it will be 2x. 2x. This is equals to 2, write it as it is. Then derivative of tan inverse x will be 1 divided by 1 plus x square. So we get 1 divided by 1 plus x square. Now take 1 plus x square to the left hand side. This term will be multiplied with the first term and to the second term. Let us do that now. y2 into 1 plus x square the whole square plus again we have to multiply this with this now. So what do we get now? y1 into 2x into 1 plus x square. This is equals to 2. So let us rewrite this now. Overall, so here 1 plus x square can be written as x square plus 1. A plus b is always b plus a. So we can write this as x square plus 1 the whole square into y2 plus 2x, write it as it is. 2x into x square plus 1 or 1 plus x square plus 1 into y1, this is equals to 2. So this is the required answer for the question number 17. So from question number 13 to question number 17, so all these questions are very important for 5 marks. Any one will be there in the annual exam.